So people often ask, how far can you cruise in a day? Well, for people like us who are on a time limit, well, really, it's from dawn to dusk. And in winter time, or autumn as it is now, that's not very long. But it's, what's it now, Heidi? About 9 o'clock?
Yep, 9:15.
It's 9:15, and we've had our walk this morning, and we're just going to cruise on down. We reckon though that we'll get to Stone, or just before Stone, by late this afternoon. For those who are interested, we're actually cruising along the summit of the Trenton Mersey at the moment. So we've come up Heartbreak Hill, and we're about to start going down the locks now. So from here it's going to be all downhill. I'm assuming that the person who backed this truck up has done this a few times, but I do admire their backing skills. And this is coming into Longport, according to my map. There used to be a lot of steelworks around here. It's the Middleport Pottery with a bottle kiln background. Oh, that must have been something that went wrong. Maybe next time we'll stop in and check it out.
take all that cycle.
Wow.
This is the bit that's behind it, it's modern. This will be not nice.
Ivan finds some of these bridges a little bit low. Cemetery? And just here, some bottle kilns that have been preserved. So we've got through the 5 locks down from Etruria down into Stoke, and we're just keeping on going. And it's nearly lunchtime, but we'll have some scones and a cuppa. Keep on going. But I had to put the camera down because I met this really interesting guy at the locks that I walked down with, and he just knew so much. He had so much history. So it was really good just to chat with him and learn a bit more about Josiah Wedgwood and the history of the potteries and how the canal came to be built, and how Josiah Wedgwood didn't have to pay any of the tolls to carry his goods because he was one of the investors in the canal. Yeah, so it was really interesting. Anyway, we'll keep going and I'll go and check my scones. Some of the old entrances to factories that no longer exist. Maybe the bottoms of some of the factories. Or being overtaken by the bushland or the trees, whatever you call them here. They still have a sort of beauty to them though. Boat. We've seen a few of these today. Traditional engines. Just see where the railway line runs alongside the canal here for a while, quite a few miles. Ivan's wearing his wet weather gear because it keeps changing its mind, and sometimes it's sunny and sometimes it's really wet. This was the site of one of the old railway lines, obviously the North Staffords Railway. That might even be a walking track now. So, nearly up to Trentham Lock, and Ivan's coming along in Rosy Love behind me. This is just a beautiful area to walk through. Nice little picnic area across there. Hi. And here we go, coming up to Trentham Lock. Well, the gates are open, so I'm assuming there's a lock. Sorry, I'm assuming there is a boat coming up. Sounds like it. So here we are at Trentham Lock. Just help this chap through this lock. Oh, there's another one coming up. So they've timed it right, and Ivan's just bringing Rosy Love in behind me. Well, that's Trentham Lock done, and we're now heading past the Wedgwood factory. Behind me is the bridge that you go over to go to Wedgwood if you're moored up along this stretch. Bridge 104. And there's plenty of good moorings along this stretch here, leading up to Barlston or Barlaston or something like that. Coming up to another popular mooring spot just before Barlston, or around Barlston itself. Now we're just cruising up towards the Meaford locks, which are the set that are above stone. It's a lovely quiet spot here. I think that might be an old railway line up there, easement. It's just a beautiful spot. That's here at the Meaford locks. So this is the second one going down, and we've just come through this one, the first one. We just left that open because there's another boat coming up. And we'll go into the lock when they're done as well. And then we'll be in Stone. Nearly there. Ivan's just taken his raincoat off, and of course the rain's just started again. Well, we're just about in Stone. I've just got to get through this lock and the one more lock, and then we're going to moor up just at the top end of Stone, so we can do a little bit of shopping because we need to stock up the pantry for when we come back in January or February. So we usually just stock up with a few things before we winterise the boat. Stone's a lovely little town. We also need to find out where the railway station is, because we're going to have to catch a train on Friday down to London so that we can fly back home. It's been a great trip, and it's been a really good day of cruising. And the lock's there ready for me to go straight into. This is where we were going to moor up, but there must be some sort of rally on, so we might have to go through the next few locks if we can't find something here. But some of these working boats are just beautiful. Yeah, we're not going to get in here. That's okay. coming through stone here. Waiting for the lock. But what a beautiful day it's become. Second last lock of the day. Just filling the last lock, the star lock, right next to the pub. And we'll find a mooring just down there somewhere. There's usually plenty. So this will do us. Just going to come in now, pull in now, and moor up here in stone.